I didn't experience um, culture shocks because this year we're experiencing a COVID-19 pandemic, and we have we didn't see other friends much often, and we didn't make many new friends, and we didn't travel to other places, so we didn't experience culture shock. And as for the homesickness, I experienced that a lot because my mom and other family members are worrying about my situation in America, and they uh, every time I uh, video chat with them, they will say a lot about the COVID-19 and always tell me to stay safe and don't go out and something like that.
So that makes you miss them more, and them definitely miss you more.
Yeah.
Creates a feeling of homesickness, of course.
Yeah, I also miss the food in my hometown.
I imagine. Is it spicy? Tell me about the food.
Yeah, it's spicy. uh, it's famous. The food in my hometown is famous all around China, and hot pot.
Of course.
Yeah, it's originated from my hometown.
Oh,
And
what is your hometown, Juan?
Chengdu.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
You know the giant panda?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in my hometown.
So you have giant pandas and hot pots. Why why aren't we doing a study abroad to Chengdu? That sounds wonderful. How far is that from Wuhan?
1,000 miles, I guess.
Wow. So do you go by train from one to the other? By train?
Yeah, by train.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Bea, tell me about culture shock, homesickness when you came to Oswego.
So I don't think this is a culture shock, but it was something that I never get used to because here when we meet someone or when we say hi or goodbye, like we give 2 kisses to the person, and here I was like, hi. I didn't know what to do. Yeah, I never get used to that. And I never experienced homesick because I live outside my city like for the last 3 years. So I didn't see my family also, just in Christmas and yeah, and summer and that. But if I feel like I want to be with my family or that, I just talk with my friends because we have a Spanish group there, and yeah.
Something that I've also noticed about the Spanish students who come to Oswego is it doesn't matter what university you're from, as soon as you get here, you're best friends.
Yeah. I met them the orientation day, and we are best friends now. Yeah.
That's great. If you had to say one reason why someone should study in Spain, what would that reason be?
It's very hard. I don't know. But I think the experience overall, like everything, the culture, the people, I think it's a combination of everything.
I understand. Juan, if you had to give someone one reason, study in China because this reason, what would you say?
Oh.
You can say the food. That is fine. That is a perfectly acceptable answer.
Okay.
Not
the price of education is reasonable.
Ah, that's a very practical reason.
Yeah.
Yibo, if you had to give one reason, study in China, American students, you should study in China. Why?
Well, I think you can take a lot of courses a semester and you can basically pass all of them. So it's, if you are a senior and you still need a lot of credits to graduate, that's that's a choice.
Yeah, academics, it's definitely important. So we have culture, cost, and academics. Very cool. I am just going to check the chat for a second. Kelsey says, I agree, Juan, our exchange in China is very affordable. It can even be much less than a semester at Oswego, including the visa, flight, and spending money. I had no idea. Yeah. Really interesting. So we only have staff here, but we will have students viewing this in the future who are American students who want to go abroad to either of your two respective countries or exchange universities. I will open it up though. If Ebru, I know you're here, Jess, Amy, Kelsey, I see that Ebru posted something in the chat. Feel free to unmute yourselves if you want and ask, or type in the chat section. I'll just read Ebru's question out loud, which is, what is the language of education at your home universities and in your countries? Bea, I imagine in Spain, most universities are going to be teaching in Spanish, but some, or maybe yours, even have tracks in English.
Yeah, a lot of universities are in Spanish. But for example, in my university, we have like programs in English, like majors in English. But I think if you are an exchange student, they have like special classes for you that are in English. So yeah.
Makes sense. And Juan said that foreign students are taught in English, right? At Central China Normal?
Yeah.
Not every international students. I know, like, it depends on which programs you are taking. Like for basically master students, mostly taught in English, but undergraduates, not totally. A lot of undergraduates are taking courses the same Chinese students are taking. So
right.
Wow.
You don't know that.
Juan learned something new about her university.
Yeah. He used to be the assistant in the international office.
Wow.
So he knows a lot about it.
I did not know that. Very cool.
Another thing that really that was, I think, a culture shock, because a lot of students work at the university in Oswego, and in Spain we don't have that. Like, if you want to work, you have to work outside, but we don't have like that, or even the tutoring center, or we don't have that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have never thought about that. It's all full-time professional adult staff members that would be working at the university. I do like that. I know that education in the US is at times much more expensive than what you would see at your home universities, but we do give a lot of practical experience, and part of that is through working on campus. Amy asks, given that Central China Normal University is located in Central China, are there any fun events that occur during either the spring or fall semester? Like, do you have celebrations? Do you have festivals?
Oh, there's one in the spring. In Wuhan, there are lots of, I don't know that, let me check. Sakura? I don't know.
Is it like
a kind of flower?
Oh, the sakura flower.
Yeah, sakura flower.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. You can see a lot of them in the spring, about in March or April,
Wow.
and it appeals to people from all over China.
Of course, yeah. The Cherry Blossom Festival, classic. Bea, what's a spring or is there a festival in Spain that's particularly worth note?
We have a lot of festivals and a lot of different days that, like, depending on your region, you have like specific days. But for example, in the university, we have like a spring festival inside the university, and we have like some band playing, and we have food and like a barbecue, and we have like raffles, and yeah. But this is inside the university.
Great. Well, sign me up. I think those are all the questions that I had. Those are all the questions in the chat box. So I think we'll end things. I do want to mention we are going to add at the end of this video, we're also going to add a video by Vaea Salt Bernard, who I'm sure the three of you know. He is a current exchange student he was a prior exchange student, now getting his master's at Oswego in chemistry. So he's here at Oswego right now, but he had exams. So unfortunately he couldn't be with us live today, but he will talk a little bit about AUT in New Zealand, Auckland University of Technology. So as a brief introduction to the next part of this recording, it's Vaea, and he'll be talking about AUT.
Kia ora tātou, ko Vaea sopana takuingoa, no Aotearoa hau, he a konga aku mahi o SUNY Oswego. So hi everyone, my name is Vaea, I'm from New Zealand, and I am a master's student in chemistry in SUNY Oswego. And so one thing I can describe about my home country is that us New Zealanders, which we like to call ourselves Kiwis, is that we're very friendly and we are more than happy to welcome you from people from overseas into our country. And we're more than happy to express and show you our culture. And we're pretty much very family oriented because we all view ourselves in New Zealand as a whole, as a family. And in my mother tongue, we say whānau. So we're all a big whānau, a big family, yep. One thing I can definitely describe my home university at AUT, Auckland University of Technology, is that I definitely loved my experience at AUT. I've learned so much. But not only that, is that the university has so much facility, or their services are so good, is because they are willing to help you accomplish your goal and whatever needs. They will provide you so much help to make sure that you excel and you get to where you want to be. Because the professors, they're very lovely, they're very helpful, but not only that, they're very social. And they do whatever they can to make sure you succeed, because your success is their success. Yep. And not only that, is that all the other students in AUT, they're very friendly, like I said, very social, and the environment in AUT, it's so lively and so bright. Like, it's always bright every day, because you just see a lot of people just having fun. And that's what a lot of people in AUT do. And I had so much fun in my my home university experience. And but not only that, is that I highly recommend that you take this opportunity to go on this exchange, because it's definitely a life-changing experience. You'll learn so much culturally and educationally that it's beyond bizarre. You won't realize it till after you come back, and you'll realize how much you change as a person once you finish your exchange program. But high key, definitely recommend this exchange program, because this is an opportunity once in a lifetime, and it's a good way to get out of your comfort zone and learn something new. That's what I definitely recommend. And so that is pretty much myself, that is pretty much my home country, and that is my experience in my home university. And the way that we say goodbye is in Māori is Haere rā!